president. It has an 8-year school, a post office, and also, of course, the actual grocery store that's actually located there.
Welcome. This is the telemed portion of our OP. On the telemed system, we have a digital as well as visual capabilities with connections to Walter Reed, Ron Stool, and the base in Able Sentry. Through the system here, we can communicate with them doing telecommunications, both visual and also data imaging through the computer system and also on the fax machine. Through my OPs, I have only verbal or audio communications on a MRSAT satellite, and I can talk to them on audio and give them instructions, and then once they come to my location here, through the use of the camera in this system and also the 8mm camera, I can send images back to the rear or to further hospitals higher up for information and advice. And as you can see, we have this is a picture of a hand through the 8mm camera that we're using at this time, and I can send that using either a still image to the higher-ups, and they can get a better look at what we're seeing. Like in this relationship with this is a injury to a hand with an explosive round, and through the use of this imaging, I can send it to the surgeons so they can see what I have and advise me on what I can do. It's a good system. It works on limiting the amount that we have to actually send the soldiers out and talk to the rear and get advice, and maybe not have to evac out as soon or be able to handle it here, which we have done on several cases back in base Able Sentry.
This is our kitchen connex. This is where we cook and prepare the food. We also sit down and eat. We do have a sit-down meal every day. We usually, everybody gets together and does that like a family style also. This particular connex is our latrine and bathroom. We have a stand-up shower, a sit-down toilet, and also a urinal as well, 2 sinks and 2 mirrors that we use. It's more than adequate for the amount of people that we have here on site. This particular tent has the 2 water containers, which are now hooked up. We get resupplied with the water and also fuel approximately every 8 days through the log pack system. It brings out the water supplies, the fuel, food itself, things of that nature. Keep us going on that end. These 3 connexes have the actual living quarters. We have one set aside for senior NCOs and officers, one set aside for the NCOs on site, and also the other one for the enlisted. The last connex, we have 4 people on site that are taking the video college courses. We have that primarily for that use. Also, for any visitors that do stay up overnight in accident when they come out of the sector and unable to get all the way back, so we use that also for that. Our main supply tent here in the back covers the where we keep all our excess food and supplies. We also have a weight room back there. We have a bicycle that we just got up a couple days ago, so we're able to use that now. Actual weight set. There's a squat bench that we put up there that we actually built here on. It helps us as far as breaking the monotony as far as what we have around here. As you can see on the camp itself, we got 45 truckloads of gravel that has been delivered up within the last 3 weeks. We spent a lot of time shoveling that around to actually prevent the mud that was here from getting into all over everything. We were up to knee-deep in mud for quite a long time, so this is definitely a big improvement from what we had before. With our vehicles, we have 2 113s on site. We also have a SUSV, a Swedish vehicle, track vehicle, which comes in handy, especially with the mud, to pull our log pack up the hill. We also have a medic Humvee and 1 cargo Humvee that we also use for bringing supplies back and forth and mail out to the other OPs. And this concludes my briefing on Uniform 60.
North is in that direction. Uniform 55 is located on Hill 1176, approximately 55 kilometers east-northeast of the Task Force headquarters at Petrovic Air Base. And it's also approximately 19 kilometers northwest of the town Krivopalanka. The border runs from the near side of the Lonely Tree, which is located on that hilltop, runs down into the valley. In the valley, it turns southeast and continues for 2 kilometers until it again turns northeast, continues up to the top of Hill 1320, where it disappears out of sight westward. The most important avenue of approach is the road which runs alongside Uniform 56, which is located down the hill below it. This road runs into the Serbian town of Krigovica, which is about 9 kilometers northwest of here. At that particular post there, according to the Macedonian sources that we've talked to, there's about 200 soldiers there, 20 policemen, 2 tanks, and also 20 jeeps. Occasionally we'll run into patrols, small patrols from this unit as we patrol the border along the road that runs beside Uniform 5-6. Okay, the nearest Macedonian post is located in the town of Ogut, which is 3.5 kilometers south of here, and you can see it down in the valley over there. And the garrison there consists of about 20 to 25 border policemen and also soldiers. And they continually monitor and establish checkpoints along the border by the road that runs alongside of Uniform 5-6. Uniform 5-5 is manned by 1 rifle squad, an RTO, a medic, and the platoon leader. Uniform 5-6, which is located about a kilometer from here down the hill, is manned by 2 rifle squads, the platoon sergeant, and an RTO. Okay, our task here is to show the UN presence in the area and to observe, monitor, and report any activity that occurs along the border. We accomplish this by doing mounted and dismounted patrols, and we also have overnight OPs set up to observe areas that we cannot see from this location. Our OP is equipped with the M16A2 rifle, the M249 saw, the M50 cal machine gun, and we also have AP4 rocket launchers. The OP is run by a 60 kilowatt generator. Our main means of communication is a BRC-46, the PRC-77, and the PRC-126 FM radios. We receive a log pack here twice a week, which contains food, condiments, fuel, and anything else that we might need up here on the OP. The last significant event that occurred here at the OP was our changeover. We took over the OP from the 2nd Platoon element. On Uniform 5-5, we also have the only functional weather station. Okay, sir, there is one last thing I'd like to add before we conclude the briefing. On top of the hill behind me, you'll note 2 small white buildings with wire around it. You can probably observe that through our spotting scope. These appear to be some sort of Serbian outpost. We're not for sure about that, but that's what it looks like.